What's going on, everybody? Back out in the shed tonight. It's another dark, old Canadian night, but it's actually not that cold tonight, which is good because I'm out here filming and I'm not going to freeze my fingers off, hopefully. But today we're doing a little test for lights in your car. LEDs better or halogen? I mean, these have blinded me on the highway before, for sure. So maybe shouldn't be using these. I don't even know if they're legal here, really. So that's why we're going to be on a private road. These are the fogs. These are Philips, store-bought. These ones are junkyard, pulled out of the Trailblazer. Random Amazon brand, I don't know. Actually, it says Sylvania. So maybe not Amazon brand. But these ones definitely are because I bought these on Amazon myself. So these are our high beams. Pretty cool looking. Also, we have these canvas decoders here. So we don't get any lights on our dash or any flickering. Let's see how we open this up here with one hand. I don't know how vloggers do this so successfully. So there you have it. LED canvas, anti-flicker. These are also just from Amazon, but they fit our bulbs. You just plug your bulb into this, and then this end goes into your harness. And you just plug them in, and it's supposed to stop all that problems from the LED lights. So we're gonna check it out today. I've got, one for each set of lights. The only problem, the low beams, which are these ones actually. I said these are the fogs, these are the low beams, I believe. Yeah, I misspoke earlier. These are the low beams, these are the fogs, these are the high beams. So these are the low beams, and where these go in, it's actually really nice because there's a little like cover that they slide into, and then there's like a nice mechanism that holds them in place. But it's already a tight fit with this heatsink on the back. So I don't know how we're going to make out with sticking this, all in there. But we'll try it. We'll see how we make out. So yeah, that's the plan for today. We're going to get those in the car, and we're going to go down a dirt road out in the woods where it's nice and dark and alone. We're going to try them out. We're going to do low beams, high beams, fog lights, and we're going to make a pause in between. And I'm also going to show you how much I paid for each set of lights, so you can compare, price versus result, I guess. And we're going to do a direct comparison between the LED ones and the halogens that are in the car. I did buy new ones for the car, so it's all new. So I don't know. I mean, obviously these ones you would think would be brighter, but not always the case. So the light is flickering behind me. It's a ghost. So yeah, anyway, not always the case. We're going to find out today. I actually don't know. I've used both before. The LEDs seem brighter, but it could be a placebo thing. So it'll be interesting to compare them just directly side by side and actually get a good comparison. And I mean, it would be hard to test. Maybe we could do another video where we test actual like brand versus brand, like Philips, Sylvania, Amazon brand, but these lights were like almost, I think, I'll actually check the receipt, but I think they were about $100 for the set, the low beams, and then these ones on Amazon were like $30. So LED to LED, brand to brand, I wonder if there's a difference. Probably. So maybe we'll do that in a future video if you guys want to see it. But today we're comparing classic halogen versus LED. Okay, y'all, I know this isn't going to be the greatest quality and it's a little grainy and I'm probably going to be blue, but I just had to show you my headliner because it's dark. And I finally have an excuse to put it in a video. If you're considering doing it, I definitely recommend it. Just be careful because it's easy to destroy your headliner. But if you've actually seen one in real life or have one yourself, you know they're really, really nice at nighttime.
Alright, y'all, please excuse my voice. I've come down with a bit of an illness, but the video must go out on time. So, there's not much I can do. So up first we have our halogen running lights, then our halogen low beams, halogen low beam plus our fog lights, halogen high beams, halogen high beam plus our light bar. Then we have our LED running lights, LED low beams, LED low beam plus our fog lights, LED high beams, and our LED high beams plus our light bar. So on the direct comparison, you can see that the LEDs seem to project a lot more when we're looking at our running lights. When we switch over to our low beams, you can see the halogens get a better increase than our LEDs do. I think that's because the LEDs are just brighter on the running lights, so you don't see that much of a difference when you switch them. Switching to our fog lights, it seems that neither one really got that big of an increase. I would say, judging by the photos I took, that the halogens seem to get a bit brighter when you turn the fog lights on. In practice, when I was driving, you could tell a difference, but it wasn't anything substantial for either bulb. Now, when we switch to our high beams, you can really see the biggest difference here, where the LEDs definitely are projecting a lot farther than the halogens are. Halogens have almost a better light, like it seems a lot smoother. However, you can tell by this photo that the LEDs just project like way, way farther. And you can also see that when we turn our great big light bar on. With the LEDs, it just gets brighter, but the visibility, like the projection, doesn't change much. Where with the halogens, you can see that a little bit farther down the road. So overall, I think the LEDs are the winner in my book when it comes to visibility over distance. I'm sure the halogens are probably better in a storm because of the way that the smoothness of the light. But for everyday driving, I think the LEDs are in fact brighter, which makes sense. That's why most cars are going with them now. But I wanted to see on an older car like this what the actual difference is. Now, some downsides to the LED. They do have a heat sink in the back, which makes them not fit in certain vehicles, as well as issues with the canvas system. On my car, the high beam light is always on when your headlights are on, and the canvas decoder is supposed to fix this, but all of my canvas decoders that I bought were cheap ones from Amazon, and none of them ended up working, so I just completely cut that out of the video. For those wondering, that is supposed to fix the issue, but mine just didn't work, period. I couldn't even get the lights to turn on. Now, what I ended up picking in the end was the halogen fog lights with the LED highs and lows. That also solved the problem with the high beam light being on. It seemed to be tied between the high beams and the fogs. So with the halogen fogs and then the high and lows being LED, everything seems to be working correctly in the car. I would say you're better off with the halogen fog lights anyway, because they're for stormy weather, because the way the light color and the smoothness of it is better in the snow and rain. For cost effectiveness, if your bulbs are really bad and they're burnt out, just straight up upgrading, just putting new halogens in will always be better than not. That is the cheapest way if you have really bad light bulbs to get better results. However, if you're looking for something a little better, upgrading to LED might be the way to go for you.
Another thing I just wanted to pop in and mention really quick. We're going to try out this kind of style of video, the more vlog style, as opposed to the super edited voiceover that I've been doing the last couple videos. I really liked the voiceover because it let me, fix mistakes, and it was easier to edit and stuff like that, for me anyway. But I feel like the vlog style is a little more personal. I feel like it makes a better video, and down the road we can do a lot more with the vlog style. So we'll try it out, and you can let me know in the comments what you prefer. Certainly have no lack of things I can do to the Subaru, so we have lots of those videos coming. It is cold and snowy, so that is limiting me right now. Plus, I'm working in the dark, and filming in the dark kind of sucks. I go to work in the dark, I come home in the dark, so it's hard to catch some sunshine. But I do have big plans for the future. We have a lot of car shows to go to this summer. I'm going to show the behind the scenes of that, some vlogs. I also have this guy that I want to do something with. This guy hiding underneath EZ30. Lots of parts, so there's a lot of content coming. And I want to wrap a car this summer. I think that's going to be my big project for sure. I also have a few other cars that I haven't showed on this channel yet. I'm keeping that as a surprise. And we're going to see those this summer as well. So stay tuned. Lots of content coming. But for now, we're going to get this Subaru tip-top shape. And by tip-top shape, I mean a whole bunch of mods and doing no maintenance whatsoever. So yeah, thanks for the support as always. That's going to wrap it up for today. You can check out either of these videos that YouTube thinks you might like. And we'll see you in the next one.